Hey guys, happy Thursday. I honestly, because I can only see out of one eye, I can't tell if my lighting's okay. Anyway, I just did a look with my Bare Metals palette, which is why I'm covering my eye with the Bare Metals 10 cover. And I thought it was really pretty, so I wanted to share. This is what it looks like. I used one color from the Bare Metals collection and couple colors from our Philius Neutral palette, because I wanted a little bit of shimmer, but not a whole lot of shimmer. So anyway, the difference is cray, right? So, hey Melinda. So anyway, I'm getting ready. I have a big vendor event tonight, and I wanted to, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, and just thought, why not do it in person? I watched Meredith, another girl on our, in LimeLight last night. She did a very funny, makeup look. She used the Bare Metals palette too, but it was just funny because she was like kind of playing around with it and just sort of talking. Anyway, so I thought I would do that. So this is what I'm using. I'm going to use, this is our Bare Metals palette. Thank you. I curled it. I fixed it. Anyway, these are the colors that you get, and they're beautiful. There are 6 colors in the Bare Metals collection. Also comes one of our brand new professional luxury brushes and the liquid eyeliner. I'm not using the eyeliner in this look today, but so anyway, what I'm going to use today is, I just wanted to go soft and pretty, but with a little bit of shimmer. When I close my eyes, you can see. So I'm going to use this one. I think this is called Rose Colored Glasses. Melinda, you could tell me that. So what I have done is on my eye, oh, I already started doing it, and then I thought I would get on and do it. So I've already taken that color and put it on just this part of my movable lid, and I pat it on there. Because when you pack it on, you're just patting it in, it tends to stay longer. So that's the first step. Also, I did put all over my eyelid. I always like to put a base color, and I use Creamboat a lot because Creamboat is just a good base, and also it helps the other shadows blend better. So I did that. So that's all I've done so far, okay? So this color, it's very pretty to see. Okay, and then I'm going to teach you how to do a really nice pop of color. And so I'm going to just take my brush, and I'm going to go into, this is called, right here, that's called Coral of the Story. And I think that's so pretty, that one right there. So that's what I'm using in my crease first. You have to, when you dip your brush into our eyeshadows, you just have to be careful and tap off the excess because there's so much pigment, which is one reason these are considered professional, because it has lots of pigment. So I'm going to just go into my crease and place this Coral of the Story right there. I got a little bit too much on my brush, but that's what I did next, which is super simple. See, you have to do it with your eye open so you can make sure you see that you can actually see the color. Hey, Morgie Moo. So, Coral of the Story, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful color with the, yikes, with this color here, which I think is Rose Colored Glasses. I need somebody to tell me. So, now I'm going to take, and I'm going to just blend that a little bit. And I'm doing that with our pointed blender brush. Is that right? Yeah, pointed blender brush. And I'm just going to blend. And I'm going to be careful not to drag any of the shimmer up into my crease, because for those of us who have hooded lids, we don't want any shimmer in the crease, because that just accentuates the saggy, crepey skin that you tend to get when you get older. Hey, Marcy. It's getting that time, y'all. Okay. Our new Ricky light is being is back today, better than ever. So just a really light application of Coral of the Story, which I think is super pretty. And then of course I'm looking in my mirror, so I'm working back and forth to make sure that I have it all even. And I think that's pretty even so far. That's good. You can make it a little darker if you want, and I might end up doing that. So then I'm going to just take an angled brush, and I'm going to take number 27, which is called La Vida Mocha. And even though it's a angled brush, I'm only using the tip. I think you're right on the color. Yeah. Yes, I think it is rose-colored glasses. And I'm just going to go right in the corner here, guys, and do a little on that outer V. So what I'm doing is I'm putting on I'm using a very light touch with my brush. I don't want to put it on super heavy. And so I'm very lightly, my eye's not even moving. I'm doing it so light. But I'm putting it right there on the outer edge, and then I'm making it into a V. So it's like this, like that and that. See? This is gonna bring dimension to my eyes. Can you see the difference? But I still have to take my pointed blender, which is a great brush. And let me show y'all. My office is a mess because you guys know I'm redoing my office. And I don't want you to see the whole thing yet. But it's a mess right now. But let me show you of our new brushes. This is the pointed blender in our new brushes. This is the old one. Basically the same. These are luxury brushes. I'm not using them because I'm going to that event tonight and I don't want to get them dirty in case I use them on somebody. So I'm going to take this one and I am just going to lightly blend in and up. Again, making sure that I'm not dragging any shimmer into the crease. Shimmer in the creases don't work for us older ladies. I basically use 3 colors, right? And, well, 4 if you count the base. But it's just a simple look. So I feel like now I need to go back in. What's everybody doing? Anybody do anything fun today at home? I know lots of women who are waiting on that Reiki light to launch at 2 o'clock, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. So they're just waiting. So I'm just going right back into my coral of the story because I just feel like I need to come a little higher right here, but not a lot and super light. And then going back with my blender, pointed blender, and I'm going to blend that in. Okay. I love these colors. Aren't they pretty? These are very pretty colors. So you get that by getting the Bare Metals palette and using rose-colored glasses and Coral of the Story with a little La Vida Mocha cream boat for the base. Those are 4 colors. And what's great about that is we have 4-wheel palettes. So you could always get a 4-wheel palette and get all those colors if you like this look. Or you can get a 6-wheel palette, or you get all 18 shades of The Feeling is Neutral. All right, so that is it. I'm not going overboard with this, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take my smoky liner brush and I'm going to take Coral of the Story and run it underneath the lower lash line. I always like to drag whatever main color I use up here under my lower lash line. Kind of ties them together. And then I'm just going to take the point and I'm going to take this into La Vida Mocha, and I'm just taking the point into La Vida Mocha and tapping it. Still going to tap it out because it's going to give me a lot of pigment. And I'm going to go over just this area. Ties in what I put on the outer V into this and drag it through. I didn't have a lot of product on my brush, just dragging it through, okay? So that's really it for the eye look until I give the pop of pretty color. I'm going to show you how to do that. So now I need to work on my brow because it's looking really sad. Can you see the difference in my brows? That one's nice and shapely. That one's really sparse. So I don't have good eyebrows. So I have to draw them on. So I love using the brow tamer brush, and I use this all the time for my eyeliner and my brows. This is what the new one looks like. Okay, this is what the new one looks like right here. I like this better because it is a lot more precision. You can't see it, but wow, is it just tapered into the finest point? This is so good. And I'm not using it just because I don't want to get it dirty in case I need it tonight. So I'm going to use the old one, which is perfectly fine. So I like to use the 10 Years Younger setting spray. And what I do is I don't depress it all the way. If you press it all the way, I do that whenever I'm finishing the whole look. But for my brush, if you put your finger back there and you barely depress it, you can see little spritzes coming out. And that'll wet your brush enough to dip into powder, eyeshadow, to draw on some brows. So I'm going to use this one, which you can tell I use a lot. This is Taupe for the Best. You can see I've used it quite a bit. And this is what I'm going to use for my brow color. I also like to use another one, Ashen for Trouble, for like the tail. Hang on, let me push this up. And I'm going to draw my brows on. So because I have pigment a lot on here, I'm not going to touch my brush to here at the beginning. I don't want the most pigment to be there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and work my way forward. So that way I don't have a ton of pigment right there. I will say this is hard to do on camera. So I'm looking, it's hard to do because I can't see. And then you can take your spoolie and you can push up and you can comb out your brows. And basically what I do is I like to get a nice line. Now I always clean this up with concealer, so even if I mess up, that's okay. And then I have like a weird funky thing going on here where I don't have a lot of brows there, so I like to kind of push the brows down with my spoolie, sort of down, so that way I can get in there and fill in those funky weird areas. And that, which just did it like that, right? Because then I can take my spoolie brush and I can go back up. By the way, don't ever get your brows threaded by someone you don't know. I've never ever had to pluck my brows. They were just always the right shape. And then I went with my daughter to the mall one time and she was getting her brows threaded because she needs it because she's got a lot of eyebrows. And I thought, I'm gonna do it. I'll let her shape my brows. It'll be fun. No, she scalped me and they've never grown back. Don't do it. I have hardly any brows from here to here. So, you know, you play around with this until you get a really nice shape. So for those of you who have hooded lids and your eyes are starting to sag because of age, that happens. Just accept it and own it. It's just gonna happen. If you will draw yourself a really nice arch, it's gonna give a lifting effect. So it's a big difference. I did a video one time where I did a really nice arch on one side and then I did on purpose like across here, and you could see the difference. This eye looked droopy and this eye was nice and lifted. So it does matter the shape of your brows. So now I'm just gonna take and kind of start there and go down. But I like to use a darker color there. I just haven't done that yet. I wish I could see. I gotta turn my magnification. Let me turn my magnification. I might have to get really close. Hang on. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible because I can't see what I'm doing. Stay close to the bottom of the brow. I'm gonna get in there with some concealer though, and I'm gonna fix that up. And then you can just fill in and brush, fill in and brush. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little darker color and you'll see the tail needs to be a little bit darker. It gives it a more natural look. Look at that. So what I'm doing is, the way I do it is, I don't really move my hand, I move my arm, and I kind of go at a whoof. See that? And that brow is just so much better than it was. See that? Okay, so the way that I clean it up is I do that with concealer, and I take a little concealer brush, and I use number 0. 0 is what I use for highlighting. That's a great color for highlighting. And I take my concealer brush and this is a really good tip because it's nice to be able to, you want to be able to separate your brows from your shadow, and this is a way to get up into that arch and really carve it out. Okay. Can y'all even see that? Follow it all the way down. So you're cleaning up and you're shaping at the same time. You can do this with eyeshadow too, but concealer is really good for cleaning up Once you get your line drawn, then you want to take it and pull it down. You can even take a little eyeshadow and go over it like cream boat to set it if you feel that you need to set it. I don't know if you can tell that, but there's a nice separation there and that looks a lot better. And I'm really not happy with that right there. It's bugging me. Now, I think that's better. Okay, so that's that. So the next thing I'm gonna do is use the same brow tamer brush and I'm gonna spritz it again with my 10 Years Younger setting spray. You could use water, but the setting spray is gonna make it last longer. So that's totally your option. I'm gonna take that and dip it into my brownie points, which is that dark brown color, and we're going to do some eyeliner. By wetting your brush, it's going to make it the color pop more, and it just turns it into a liner. So I'm gonna go super, super close to the lash line because for me, and a lot of us, when you get older and your eyes start sagging, that skin covers up your movable lid, and you wanna show more of that. So if I put a thick line of this on my movable lid, I'm covering up more of my movable lid. So I'm doing a super, super thin, 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 thin line right in the lashes. Like I'm trying to get it into the lashes. And that's brownie points. So you get that as darkened as you want. Make sure that you're going to in here, right in the corner. You don't want there to be an abrupt stop of liner. You want to get it all the way down there. So that lined it. And then for me, what I like to do, and this is a nice tip too for those of us who have the hooded lids, is I take an eyeliner. I'm going to take an eyeliner pencil and I'm going to tight line. I'm going up under here. And just that water line right there is a really great way to get a thicker line, but from the bottom instead of the top where you take up space on your movable lid. So I just go up under there. And that gets me a nice, a better lined eye. And then I take that same brush and I go with the same brownie points and I just go right up under here and just a little bit here and kind of line here because I want to connect those two. I've got a side light on because I need to be able to see. So that's what I do. So now before I do my mascara, the last step, and this is kind of the trick, and I love this trick, is that I'm going to, now that I have my eyeshadow on and I like it the way it is, I'm going to just spritz a little bit of the 10 Years Younger setting spray onto that really nice brush that comes with a Bare Metals palette. I'm going to dip it back into what I think is called rose colored glasses. It's the one on the end. They're all like that. And now, because I've wet my brush, I'm going to have more of a foil look. It's really going to shine. It's very, very pretty. And it's just, when you blink, it's just a, you see that? Look, see that? That's what happens when you wet your brush. Now, you also want to take that pointed blender brush and just kind of buff around the edges just to make sure you don't have, you know, that when you close your, I mean, you want it to blend. So come in a little bit, just kind of blend around that. Okay, I feel like I need just a tiny little bit more brownie points right here. Once I get my studio complete, I'll have a whole setup so that I won't be like looking away and you guys will be able to actually see what I'm doing. So that is that eye look. And then I'm just gonna put on a little mascara. This is our perfect mascara. And I like to bend the brush. See that? So you just basically, when you're bringing it out, just bend it a little bit. It just makes it easier to put your mascara on. It's at a better angle. I am not curling my lashes. Take it at the bottom, wiggle it out. Go to the back a little. Ooh, 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 I just got some on my eyelid. So let me show you a trick that that will help with that too. So good, an easy trick to get rid of that. So our mascara is $20. It has built-in fibers. It's good for lengthening and thickening, but you don't have to worry about loose fibers falling all over the place because it just doesn't do that. See that? Look, I'm already starting to look like I'm normal. Both my eyes are done now. And just a little in the bottom. Okay, so how can you easily get the mascara off of your lid without removing eyeshadow? Do you guys know? So it's pretty easy and it's a really cool thing. This is your brow tamer brush. The spoolie end is amazing if you get tiny little hairs on your face. So say you're doing your makeup and maybe a fiber does fall, maybe an eyelash falls, maybe lint gets on your face. You take this and you go like that and it comes right off. Same thing with the eyeshadow, the mascara if it gets on your lid. Is like you can just take it and oftentimes once it's dry, it just scrapes right off. And then you don't have to get a Q-tip and then you don't have to reapply your shadow. I don't think I have any on those. So that's it. Isn't that a cool trick? So this is an amazing tool. So you can do brows, you can do eyeliner, you can brush your brows, you can use it to remove things off your face that don't need to be there. So anyway, that's it. And I just think this is such a pretty soft look. What do you guys think? Nice? Yeah. So that is rose-colored glasses and Coral of the Story with La Vida Mocha in the outer V. Thank you. And then Cream Boat, which I put all over. And then remember, you can run just a little line of concealer under your brows to clean them up and shape them up. And also create that division between your brows and your eyeshadow, and it just pops more. It makes it look a lot prettier. So I'm done. I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. But look at the way that's shimmery. So don't think that because you're older you can't wear shimmers. You can. You just have to put them in the right place. You just need to make sure they're on the movable lid, which is this, the one you blink. Look. See how I'm blinking? That's the movable lid. If you put it there, or you could even put a little bit in the corner. Let's do that real quick. Let's finish the look, and we're gonna take the smoky liner brush and we're going to take the same color, which we think is rose-colored glasses, and we're going to put a little bit here because this is really nice. We don't typically have like crepey skin there, and it's just a real pretty pop of shimmer in a good place. And then you could also, here's another thing that you can do, is you can put a shimmer right here, just right there at the arch of your brows, because like I said, when you have an arch, it naturally lifts your eye. And so if you put a little tiny itty bitty bit of shimmer there, the eye is drawn to it. So it just has a natural lifting look. Hey Karen. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm basically going to spritz my face with 10 Years Younger setting spray. I always forget to do that before I do my mascara. You should normally do it before your mascara, but I just don't. I forget. I curled my hair today, y'all. Look, I never do that, but I have this event to go to tonight, so I did it. And that's it. I've got a little bronzer on. I did put a little blush number 6 here. Blush number 6 is a beautiful highlighter blush. That's the one that Oprah Winfrey's makeup artist says all women should have, and you should. It's great. And I have not telling on my lips. I'm going, real natural, but with a real pretty shimmery look on my eyes. So this would be a good holiday look, actually. So that's it. So thank you for joining me, everyone who stuck in. And if I can answer any questions, let me know. You guys check out the holiday items. The Bare Metals palette really is a fantastic deal. You get the neat little tin. It's a custom tin, but it also has one of our brand new brushes and the eyeliner pen, and it is $88. So it's a very good gift. If you have any young, any girl, anyone to buy for, this is a great gift. Younger or mature, it doesn't matter. And it comes with a sweet little bow and a gift tag. So you can find that on my website at LimeLight by Lori, L-O-R-I. Thank you, Janet. And let me know if I can help you guys with anything. Any color choices or color matching. I'm happy to help. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.